Peace be upon you. Recently you might have seen this video come up in your recommendations. It's a 11 minutes long SFM video from the channel 2 Idiot Germans. Now to understand what SERVERBLIGHT is exactly, we need to see the first 2 videos of the series. And it all starts off with the video, The Empty Server. The video shows the POV of a player called Dixalot. He gets us off spawn and sees a spy kill himself. Remember that because this is going to be very important. Then the sniper sees a scout and tries to snipe him. Right as he misses, he notices something weird. The scout seems to be begging him to kill him. Without hesitation, he puts a bullet in his skull. Right as he taunts the team in the chat, a member of the opposite team called Suit basically tells him to oof himself, which he responds to him jokingly, "You too." After exploring the server for a while, he notices that this is an idle server, but right as he's about to disconnect, he's unable to. Since he couldn't do anything, he decides to wander for a bit. That's when he meets the opposite team member that told him to oof himself. It's a regular looking engineer, but with some weird animations. It almost looks like he's in the game. Dixalot, naturally confused, freezes there looking. The engineer walks towards him, telling him again to oof himself. Before having the time to say anything else, the engineer takes his knife and runs away. When Dixalot looks behind him, he sees the silhouette of a heavy. The only thing is that he has 6 fingers, which is normally impossible. Dixalot runs away immediately. When he climbs upstairs, he finds the engineer that oofs himself. Before dying though, he leaves a message behind.
"Don't let it take you alive."
That's when Dixalot runs away to try to oof himself too. And right as about the thing is about to catch him, he jumps away. And he eventually manages to disconnect, which in the process crashes his game. Now all of this makes some sense. The reason of why every member of the opposite team wanted to oof themselves was because it was the only way to get away from that thing. That thing being a deformed monster. He looks like a mix of every single merc. He repeats random voice lines, and so the engineer wasn't trying to be rude, but was instead trying to help us, because whatever happens if this monster catches you seems to be very bad. But fortunately for us, we get an answer in the second episode, called Migration, and I'm just going to let you see it.
Sentry going up.
This episode we get the POV of a free-to-play engineer. His name is Johnny and doesn't seem to understand the game a lot. In the chat we can see the same name from the previous episode, Suit. He's the same engineer that told us to oof ourselves. He is now punching himself against the floor, spamming over and over, "I'm having so much fun." Before he has the time to do anything though, the monster from the previous episodes come and catches them both. And when all of them leave the game, we can see multiple people leaving the game. Which is weird because we only saw 3 people in the animation. Johnny, Suit and the entity. Which might suggest that the entity is made of multiple people, growing each time it catches someone. And now we get to go to the final and last episode of this series, SERVERBLIGHT. The video shows us the POV of two friends, a medic and a soldier playing on snowy coast. A blue member team writes in the chat, "Oof yourself." The medic and soldier brush it off thinking it's someone that's rude. They are playing normally and are actually doing pretty great. And what we notice is that the soldier is Dexalot from the last animation. And they have a particular discussion.
One guy? Aaron, we're gonna get stomped. No one plays these community servers, man. Let's play casual. What's your deal with casual, man? Aaron? You good? What? Didn't you say... Someone who just joined? What do you mean? Okay. What the fuck? Why can't I leave? I can't! What the fuck? Who is this guy? Stop, dude! If this guy's cheating, who cares? We can just Alt F4 anyway. We just carried the whole game. Some script kiddie's got nothing on us. Let's fuck this guy up.
Yes!
Yo, Heavy, you with us? Idiot. The fuck? There's no one here. Yeah, let's keep going. Yeah, we should. I'm getting that Uber. What? Yeah, that's... What the fuck? Okay. Aaron? Yo, Heavy.
As you saw, this was no normal Heavy. He clearly is or was a part of the entity. The only way they get to eliminate him is to kick him out, which clearly shows that the entity isn't invincible. Now they are both concerned. Dexalot proposes that they jump on the last capture on the map. Hector agrees and they go for the final point, but right as they're going, they see a Demoman kick his head. Exactly like White Suit did in the last animation. Dexalot, knowing that this is a trap, decides to ignore him. Going further, they see Johnny, the F2P engineer. He is clearly confused and scared. But twice as a soldier was trying to help him, the entity comes out.
What? What? What?
Turns out, Hector was killed too. He got corrupted by the entity, but Soldier couldn't save him. Now Hector is part of the entity. There is clearly a lot of potential in these animations. I'm looking further to cover the new episodes. I really like covering those animations. You can check out the original creator of these videos. And on this note, I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye.